playing every game. He's just getting right for the playoffs.
Yep.
Speaking of playoffs,
oh boy,
let's talk about some baseball. Coming into the year, I really pissed my dad off coming into the baseball season because he just kept talking about how the Red Sox are going to be so good. And I kept telling him, I don't know, Dad. I think they might end up being the fourth best team in this division, and they're not going to make the playoffs, and you're just setting yourself up for a failure. And then lo and behold, we're, a weekend or 2 weeks into the season, a little over 2 weeks into the season, and not only are the Red Sox the hottest team in the American League right now, but the New York Yankees are god fucking awful, and it just fills my soul with joy.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on in New York?
We suck. We suck
know
something
that.
fierce. So
Can't hit for shit.
we have a team that is I don't know. I thought Corey Kluber would bring a lot more to the pitching staff than he has. He is a historic slow starter, so there is some things there. Can we stop with this whole Domingo Germain thing he's done? It's time to bring up Delvey Garcia. The bullpen is stacked, and it doesn't seem to be used in the right way. Their lineup is. I don't understand the starting. I don't understand the lineup. Here's my thoughts.
Okay.
And
all right.
I love Aaron Boone, and I love Aaron
fix.
Boone, but here's some things that are driving me absolutely bonkers. You continue to put Aaron Judge in the second hole, and he strikes out 3 times a game. I mean, if he was going 0 for 4, but he's putting the bat on the ball, it's one thing, but he's not. He's not even putting the bat on the ball, and it's over with. Aaron Hicks is batting third. Aaron Hicks is a lifetime 225 hitter in the 3-hole. He is a lifetime 287 hitter in the 6-hole, which he should be batting from. For lifetimes, I've heard you're never going to win a championship with Gary Sanchez as your catcher.
Okay.
He's not even necessarily too much of the problem this year. Where's Gleyber Torres? This guy was supposed to be all-world. This guy's not playing well. We got guys playing first base, don't need to be playing first base. I mean, Christ almighty, Jay Bruce had to retire because he sucked so bad. And we decided out of spring training after Luke Voigt got hurt that this is the guy that we want starting at first base. Mike Ford, whatever, you did some good things. Tyler Wade, whatever. You're the only player on the team, as we found out earlier, that's batting over 300 practically.
Right.
But, we'll keep him down. I mean, we won't put anybody there. That's a good idea. Jay Bruce is 955 years old. He should never have even made this team unless he was going to be a off-the-bench pinch hitter every once in a while, and we got this guy starting. There was better options.
Right.
We don't know what the hell we're doing. It just seems like we're throwing guys in positions that they're not supposed to be in, and it's getting a little frustrating. I love Aaron Boone. Yesterday you said, how long does Aaron Boone last? I said, there's no way he's going to get fired. I'm here to tell you, if we're into another month or so and the Yankees are still in last place, he's going to get fired.
Absolutely. June 1. I think that's the deadline. June 1 is the deadline for Aaron Boone to keep his job. If this team is not at least 3 games above 500 when June 1 rolls around, Aaron Boone's done. They're going to move on. They have to move on. You cannot spend $1 billion on your roster like the Yankees have been doing and sit here and still have Giancarlo Stanton hitting 176, and Aaron Hicks at 160, Ronald Odor hitting 127. I mean,
that's another one.
We can keep going. Gleyber Torres hitting just below the Mendoza line at 196. This is god-awful hitting.
So bad.
They're striking out all over the place. They're not making contact on the ball. The pitching has been awful behind Gerrit Cole.
Right.
Gerrit Cole's been great. Gerrit Cole has been the only saving grace of this entire team so far. He has thrown damn near as many strikeouts this year as the rest of the starting rotation for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have been terrible. Aside from Gerrit Cole, their ERA is 8.
Ugh.
It's 790 something.
So bad. It's so bad. They need to figure something out. Switch up the rotation a little bit. Figure something out. Bring up Garcia. He needs to get it. He needs to be able to get some. He is the next guy up in this rotation.
Okay.
But here's the thing. What are you going to do? Do you do what the Yankees have done of old and just trade off everything that you have to get some sort of starting pitcher? I don't remember the last time that a Yankees manager got fired in the middle of the season. It could be Billy Martin. That's how long it could be going back.
Right.
You know, I'm not 100% certain on that. Don't quote me on that, but I can't remember in my recent memory of anybody. And they suck something fierce for most of my life. Let's be clear. I'm a Yankees fan who, you know, the 80s weren't the greatest era for the New York Yankees, other than Donnie Baseball. Thank you, Donnie Baseball. So what do you do? And you're at this position where you got all these players who aren't playing together. You got a pitching staff who was supposed to be improved, and that was the biggest thing from the offseason that you wanted to attack. And it just didn't seem. It's not seeming to work out very, very well. And you got to start pointing fingers somewhere. Oh yeah. You got to start pointing fingers somewhere. And you know, how many more years of this does Cashman get to hold on to the fact that he, you know, brought all them series championships and all that stuff? We haven't won in a long time. Right. And we're the New York freaking Yankees. And if you're the New York Yankees and you're not winning, I mean, if George was still around, every one of these guys would be gone already.
Right. I can already hear Jeremy screaming into his phone going, they're 15 games into the season. Yeah. Why the fuck are you talking about this? Yeah. It's because no one expected this. I mean, we expected the New York Yankees to come out and be, you know, the Bronx Bombers that they were, you know, pinned to be. You got Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge. And you've got all of these great bats in your lineup, and none of them are doing a damn thing right now. You know,
it's super bad.
I mean, I go back to years ago where, you know, the Red Sox are coming off a World Series and they're loaded, and you think, well, hell, we just lost 10 games in a month. I didn't even expect us to win or lose 10 games all year. Right. This is, which has obviously never happened before. But, I mean, you get the point. And now, not only do the New York Yankees sit here at 5-10 through the first 15 games of the season, they're already 5 games back in the division to the Boston Red Sox, who were picked to be in the spot that the Yankees are in right now. Like, and it's a complete
turnaround.
Right, and you know, one team has really hot bats, and is it sustainable? No, probably not at the rate that it's going right now. I mean, JD Martinez is bashing like he wants to, you know, hit 400 this year and break some RBI records or something.
I foresee a PED test coming for JD Martinez pretty soon the way he's going.
Don't care. I hope not. I hope they don't test him, and I hope he's doing all of them. I hope he's doing all of them.
Me too. I would be stuck with so many needles. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
If I could do steroids, bat 320, and hit 40 home runs and get a $100 million contract,
right?
Get him right there, right in the tuchus. Right. I take it every day. I don't care. Give me that money.
Right. But you've fallen so far behind so early in the season. You know, 5 games. That's a marked gap to make up, especially if things keep going the way that they're going. Yeah. Like I said, I don't see good things coming for Aaron Boone if they can't turn this thing around and do it very, very quickly.
We are officially at DEFCON 2. So it's not looking good for us.
No.
Not good at all.
They were expected to be as good as the Seattle Mariners are right now. And
wow.
Yeah, that's a thing. Well, do you realize that the Seattle Mariners are the second hottest team in the American League right now?
I did, and their starting catcher went to my high school at Central Square, New York.
Really?
Yeah, Tom Murphy. Oh. He's a Central Square alum. Where I went
Obviously,
to high school.
many, many years after you.
Oh, yeah. Let's be clear here. I think I would have been gone for a long time.
It was a while, yeah.
We had changed our name from the Redmen to the Red Hawks.
Ah.
That was how long ago it was. If you know that whole period where everybody that had an Indian name.
Upstate New Yorkers.
Well, you know, we got the Iroquois there, and they're not very happy with people saying that they're the Redmen. It's not a good thing. Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, so that's my key point on Seattle.
That's fine.
But Seattle's been a team that's been kind of improving every single year. A little bit here, a little bit there. They're out from the Felix Hernandez contracts and the other stuff that they had going on, and they built up a good roster of farm system and kept with some of these guys. Baseball is one of those things you just don't know. You never know who's going to come up and, you're always going to have your teams. I mean, the Yankees are always going to be relevant. Chicago, Boston, these guys are always going to be relevant. But what's good about baseball is teams like Tampa Bay, who it just blows my damn mind. Like every year after year after year, I can barely name one player on Tampa Bay. I watch baseball, and they just win. Mm-hmm. And they beat the freaking Yankees every single time they play. I don't care what's going on. It doesn't matter. Every game they play, they beat us. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what's going on. We can hit 100 home runs in a damn game. They'll find a way to beat us. And it's frustrating when you have a team that's got like a $3 payroll, and you have a team that's got a $18 billion payroll.
Right.
And we can't beat them. But that's where it's at.
You end up having a 3-game series, and Aaron Judge hits the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
In the Rays series.
Yeah, makes contact with the ball 3 times. Not hit the ball 3 times, not 3 hits. He made contact with the ball 3 times in a 3-game series.
Right.
That's your number 2 hitter.
Panic mode time? Are you there yet? Or are you going to give it another 10 games?
No, I'm not going to panic after 15 games. I'm frustrated after 15 games. Panic will set in probably another couple weeks if we continue down this path. I mean, it's not like we have won, I don't even know. I think we've won 3 games out of the last 10. Mm-hmm. We're 3-7 in the last 10. If we can take the next 10 and we can go 5-5, and then the next 10 and go 7-5 and 7-3, then we got something to say. But if we're going 3-7 the next 10, we're going to be in trouble. And you got to figure something out, and you got to switch the lineup up. You got to. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing I think that needs to happen is, one, you got to change the lineup, switch guys where they're hitting in the lineup, and then we need to decide what exactly we're going to do with this rotation. Because Domingo Germain should not be playing, period.
I think they should play him all the time.
I'm sure you do.
I think he should be the superstar. They should give him $175 million a year. I love the fact that you are so pissed off about the New York Yankees. Now, this is all to say later in the year we're going to revisit this discussion, and you can give me the same shit when things flip-flop.
I don't see it happening. I think Boston's actually really good this year, and it pains my heart to say that. I think that Alex Cora's a pretty good freaking ball coach. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if they got someone banging on trash cans in those, hallways somewhere for them this year, but, Alex Cora's a good coach.
I just hope if they are cheating, they found a way to get around it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I love winning. And I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I hope JD Martinez is doing all the drugs. I hope they're banging on every trash can. I hope they've got little, Jose Altuve with the little buzzer in his ass, just telling him when a fastball is coming. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing about the Yankees. You realize that they are the worst hitting team against fastballs this year?
Yeah.
If you can hit a fastball, what are you doing?
We have the lowest OPS in all of baseball. The New York Yankees with this lineup has the lowest OPS in all of baseball.
Yep.